Right. 2.5 pages and I am done here. After the breakfast, the hobbits had to repack and get together. So now they're now getting ready to leave Bree and continue their journey to what? To Rivendell, right? For the longer journey they were now expecting. It was close on 10 o'clock before they at last got off. By that time, the whole of Bree was buzzing with excitement. Frodo's vanishing trick, the appearance of the Black Horseman, the robbing of the stables, and not least the news that Strider, the ranger, had joined the mysterious hobbits, made such a tale as would last for many uneventful years. Most of the inhabitants of Bree and Staddle, and many even from Colm and Archid, were crowded in the road to see the travelers start. Other guests in the inn were at the doors or hanging out of the windows. Strider had changed his mind and decided to leave Bree by the main road. Any attempt to set off across country at once would only make matters worse. Half the inhabitants would follow them to see what they were up to and to prevent them from trespassing. They said farewell to Nob and Bob and took leave of Mr. Butterworth with many thanks. I hope we shall meet again someday. When things are merry once more, said Frodo, I should like nothing better than to stay in your house in peace for a while. They tramped off anxious. They tramped off, anxious and downhearted, under the eyes of the crowd. Not all the faces were friendly, nor all the words that were shouted, but Strider seemed to be held in awe by most of the Greenlanders, and those that he stared at shut their mouths and drew away. He walked in front with Frodo. Next came Merry and Pippin, and last came Sam leading the pony, which was laden with as much of their baggage as they had had the heart to give it, but already looked less dejected, as if it approved of the change in its fortunes. Sam was chewing an apple softly. He had a pocket full of them, a parting present from Nob and Bob, apples for walking and a pipe for sitting, he said, but I reckon I'll miss them both before long. The hobbits took no notice of the inquisitive heads that peeped out of the doors, or popped over walls and fences as they passed. But as they drew near to the further gate, Frodo saw a dark, ill-kept house behind a thick hedge, the last house in the village. In one of the windows he caught a glimpse of a sallow face with sly, slanting eyes, but it vanished at once. So that's where the Southerner is hiding, he thought. He looks like more than half a goblin. Over the hedge another man was starting hardly. He had heavy black brows and dark, scornful eyes. His large mouth curled in a sneer. He was smoking a short black pipe. As he approached, he took it out of his mouth and spat. Morning, Longshanks, he said. Off early, you found some friends at last. Strider nodded, but did not answer. Morning, my little friends, he said to the others. I suppose you know who you've taken up with. That stick at Nod or Strider, that is. Though I've heard other names not so pretty. Watch out tonight, and you, Sammy, don't go ill-treating my poor old pony, Pa. He spat again. Sam turned quickly, and you, Fernie, he said. Put your ugly face out of sight, or it will get hurt. With a sudden flick, quick as lightning, an apple. Last page here. Quick as lightning, an apple left his hand and hit Bill square on the nose. He ducked too late, and curses came from behind the edge. Waste of a good apple, said Sam regretfully, and strode on. At last they left the village behind. The escort of children and stranglers that had followed them got tired and turned back at the south gate. Passing through, they kept on along the road for some miles. It bent to the left, curving back into its eastward line. As it rounded the feet of Bree Hill, and then it began to run swiftly downwards into wooded country. To the left they could see some of the houses and hobbit holes of Staddle on the gentler southern eastern slopes of the hill. Down the deep hollow way north of the road, there were wisps of rising smoke that showed where Colm lay. Archit was hidden in the trees beyond. After the road had run down some way and had left Bree Hill standing tall and brown behind, they came on a narrow track that led off towards the north. This is where we leave the open and take the cover, said Strider. Not a shortcut, I hope, said Pippin. Our last shortcut, though woods, nearly ended in disaster. Ah, but you had not got with me, you then, laughed Strider. My cuts, short or long, don't go wrong. He took a look up and down the road. No one was in sight, and he led the way quickly down towards the wood valley. His plan, as far as he could understand it without knowing the country, was to go towards Archit at first, but to bear right and pass on the east, and to steer as straight as he could go over the wild lands to Weathertop Hill. In that way they would, if all went well, cut off a great loop of the road, which furthermore bent southwards to avoid the Midgewater marshes, but of course they would have to pass through the marshes themselves. And Strider's description then was not encouraging. However, in the meanwhile, walking was not unpleasant. Indeed, if it had not been for the disturbing events of the night before, they would have enjoyed this part of the journey better than any up to that time. I'm on page 238, and that ends my read along for today, obviously. I don't remember much that I read because I'm just skimming through it, obviously. I don't need to explain what happened. There's no point in me explaining what I read. I'll just read to you guys, and you guys can interpret from what I've read, right? This is a pretty longer chapter. Yeah. This chapter here is a pretty long chapter. Yeah. Yeah, I still have a good, what? Like 10, 248, 240. I have a good, like, 18 pages. So I won't be done my Lord of the Rings read along until, I don't know, early November, probably around there. Yeah, early November. Because the Knife in the Dark's a longer chapter. I'm on page 238. The Knife in the Dark is a longer chapter. So I'll be done that chapter in what? I don't know, end of October 28th, 29th. Around there, I'll finish the Knife in the Dark chapter. And then after that, I have one more chapter left. So sometime early November, I'll be finishing my Lord of the Rings read along. Once I finish book 1, I am done Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? You guys be like, oh my God, I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan. I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan. I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan what? I can't believe Ivan finishes book 1 read along. Yeah, look at something crazy, man. Look at something fucking crazy, obviously. And you guys are all gonna tell the new generation, oh my God, I remember when Ivan what? I remember when Ivan what? I remember when Ivan read all of book 1 of Lord of the Rings. He read the whole thing. Yeah, you guys all remember when I read the prologue. And after that, what? You guys all remember when I read the prologue, and after that, what? You guys all remember when I read the prologue, and after that, what? I finished book 1, obviously. Oh my God, I haven't read all of book 1. Yes, I read all of book 1, and after that, I finished what? I finished the prologue, obviously. I finished the book, all book 1, obviously. And once I finish book 1, I'll pump out a few more side videos, and that's when I'll start. And around that time, I should be done going over my whole book too. What I'll do from now on, I'll go over my book late at nighttime when everyone's sleeping, when it's nice and quiet. I'll go over my book late at night when everyone's sleeping. When it's nice and quiet. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll go over my book now when it's nice and quiet, when everyone's sleeping. Obviously, instead of going over when I wake up and there's noise upstairs. I'm going to go over my book when everyone's sleeping, obviously. When everyone's sleeping. Because I don't like going over my book when there's noise upstairs. I like going over my book when everyone's sleeping. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah, and I'll be done going over my book, I don't know, and early November I'll be done going over. Around the time I finish my book 1 read along of Lord of the Rings, I'll finish going over my book around there. Then after I finish going over my book, and I finish going over my book when I finish my Lord of the Rings read along, that's when I'm going to start taking those walks to the park late at night around 1 or 2 o'clock, and I'm going to start listening to some music, look at the stars, and what? Look at the stars, and what? Look at the stars, and what? Look at the stars and just listen to some music, obviously. Because I know all hell's gonna break. There's a good chance I might even cry, man. I might even cry. I might listen to some music, look at the stars, and I might even have some tears in my eyes. I know what I have to go through to save my wife, man. To save my beautiful wife, obviously. I have to suffer death to save my wife, obviously. I always wondered if the situation were in reverse, would VJ die for me? Would you die for me? I don't know if VJ would die for me, man. I don't think VJ would. I don't know if VJ would die for me. Would VJ die for? Yeah, VJ. If the situation was in reverse, would you die for me? Fuck that. I'm not dying for Ivan because VJ's a woman, obviously. Obviously, right? Yeah. But it would be. It's weird for a woman to die for a man, obviously, right? It's weird for a woman to die for a man, obviously. It'd be weird. Oh my God, VJ, you have to save Ivan. And VJ's my baby, and she's a woman dying for her husband. It's actually funny. Hence why VJ cries tears every night. Because she knows, the main reason why, because she can't save me, because she's fucking crazy, obviously. She knows she got duped. She knows you guys are a mess that me and her made. You're fucking crazy psychopaths, obviously. And she knows that what? She knows I have to suffer death to save her, man. If I don't suffer death, VJ will never see me. She'll see hell forever. And she put me through that pain. You put me through that horror. And you think after putting me through that horror, I'm going to make videos because you're fucking crazy people, man. As I'm not going to do like that. Once I am king and she's queen with me, you are left behind and you are not saved. I'm going to keep on saying that, man. Once me and her are living the life, we're having an amazing time, you know what I'm saying? As me and VJ are going to be very, very intimate together. As I told you, I've never been, even though I had sex with a lot of women, I've never been in a relationship. Especially being in a relationship with a woman like her. I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship with a woman like her. And so you're going to see how intimate we are together. Look at something fucking crazy, man. You're going to see how intimate me and her together, you know what I'm saying? You know when you see those romance stories? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know how you know the movie Twilight. You know how Edward and Bella were very intimate together. We're looking at some of that for me and VJ. Something even crazier than that. You're looking at something intimate when you see me. You'll see what I mean when you watch the movies. Obviously, when you watch the movies and you see me and VJ in a relationship, you're gonna see how intimate we are together in the movie. Obviously, when we kiss and all that stuff, you're gonna see how passionate we are together. You're looking like fucking crazy, man. Oh my god, I and VJ are so good together. Yeah, man, they're so hot together. Yeah, you're gonna see how crazy we are together, man. You're looking at something crazy, man. You're gonna see constant pictures of VJ. I don't know, VJ hugging me, VJ kissing me, VJ kissing my cheeks. I'm saying me kissing her cheeks, me and her holding hands, me holding her. You're gonna see me caressing her. You're gonna see a bunch of pictures of me and VJ together when we're in what? When we're because me and VJ are fucking intimate together, obviously. Even though I know my wife is a whore and she's very stubborn, she takes it for granted, she constantly goes with guys. Whereas me, I'm the opposite. Me, I'm the kind of guy who I would never ever what. Even when I'm sorry for my wife, I do my very best to be faithful, obviously. So even when I'm sorry for my wife, I'm still faithful. I'm not perfect as I watch porn. As watching porn, in my opinion, is cheating. If you're married, you shouldn't watch porn. You shouldn't watch porn. I watch porn twice a year, so I'm not perfect, obviously, but I do my best to be faithful. That's my point. I do my very best to be faithful to my wife, and I don't struggle with sex, obviously, because I love my wife that much. You guys know, yeah, Ivan, we know you love your wife that much. Yes. Whereas VJ, even though I know she loves me and all that stuff, it's tough for me to take her seriously because she constantly fucks guys, obviously, because she's a whore and she's in the Hollywood system and the men are animals. That's why she just bangs so many guys, obviously. And that's why when she cries at night, sometimes I just ignore her because she really pisses me off, obviously. Right? But yeah, man, when you see me and VJ together, you're gonna see how instant we are together, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. Yeah, you're gonna see when VJ kisses me, you're gonna see her grabbing my neck. She grabs my neck tight, man. And she kisses me. You're gonna see how. Oh my god, VJ is so instant with Ivan. Ivan's so instant with VJ. Oh my god, look at those lovebirds. They love each other so much. Yeah, man, look at something crazy, man. Looking at intimacy, you're looking at intimacy, obviously. Obviously, right. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about my personal life, my wife. I'm not gonna talk about me coming back. I think I've talked enough about that. I thought it'd be cool to talk about what I don't know. I could talk about Skype source. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that once I pay this fee and I carve from death, my beautiful wife will now see me. Obviously, she will no longer cry, and I now know my wife is nice and fresh. Whereas you guys got your trashy VJ, obviously, and your spirit ran away. I set the whole thing up. All those women got a fat Ivan, and my spirit ran away. I now know my wife can see me, obviously. I now know I'm about to become king. I don't know. I save my farm for the get buys. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all my shitty clothing. You experience. Ivan O'Mara will be experiencing some of the fame with the fans, asking for pictures for the Zanus book, obviously. Ivan, can I have a picture with you, man? Yeah, they all take pictures with me, obviously. VJ will see those pictures. Oh my god, look at Ivan now. Ivan's about to become king, obviously. I released my book for purchase on Lulu. VJ's family, my family, cried their eyes out, and they finally let me see my wife, obviously, because they somehow think they have control over my relationship. You can see your wife now, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? When she's not even your wife, and I'm not your fucking husband, obviously. You can see your husband now, VJ, because you guys are fucking crazy people, man. You can see your wife now, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not even God. She's not even your fucking wife. You think you have control over our relationship when you don't. You don't have control over my relationship. Because you're fucking crazy people, obviously. Yeah. Obviously, right? And once I say my final 40 goodbyes, I'm gonna get rid of all my shitty clothing. And I'm gonna say my final 40 goodbyes. I'm gonna be experiencing some fame as a lot of fans are gonna read my book. And they're gonna ask me for pictures, obviously. They're gonna ask me for pictures. Right? They're gonna ask me for pictures, obviously. And I'm gonna guarantee some of those pictures will be trending online. And VJ will be, oh my god, look at Ivan now. Ivan is supposed to become king. VJ's gonna be so proud of me before I differ, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, and chances are VJ will hang out in Los Angeles by herself, obviously. Because VJ what? VJ will be hanging out in Los Angeles. I guarantee this is my prediction. VJ will be hanging out in Los Angeles on her own for those final 40 days. You're gonna see, I don't know, she'll go to a bar, she'll go to the bar and she'll just be looking at my trends all day. Like, oh, look at Ivan now. Ivan's about to become king. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be excited to see me. I'm gonna be excited to see her too. Because I haven't seen my wife for 30 years, obviously. Because you guys separate me and her. Because you guys are fucking crazy people, obviously. And I can't wait to see. And the guarantee during those 40 days, I'm gonna get a laugh. What I'll do when I pay this fee, I'm gonna watch VJ's videos on YouTube and that kind of stuff to keep me going, obviously. You see what I'm saying? So while I pay this fee, I'm gonna watch VJ's videos to keep me going, obviously. To keep me going, obviously. And I'm gonna watch Victorious, all that stuff. Watch all those videos to keep watch a lot of VJ's videos to keep me going, obviously. As I told you, sometimes when I watch VJ's videos, I cannot believe this attractive woman is my wife, man. As VJ is fucking gorgeous, she's fucking beautiful, obviously. I'm not surprised because she's the spirit of God. She's my wife, obviously. That's why VJ is fucking gorgeous. She has rare beauty, obviously. That's why you guys envy me so much because you know, oh my god, Ivan has a hot ass wife. Yeah, man. I have a hot ass wife. Hence why you separate me here and you chose to touch her and cause this mess with my wife because you guys are envious in my relationship, obviously. Just like VJ has a handsome husband. That's why all the women want to cause mess in VJ's life. Because you guys are fucking wicked people, obviously. Yeah. So once I don't know, one day goes by, I get that email confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I get the email confirmation. It says what? It says you received a payment. You know what I'm saying? And after that it says, I don't know, my payment is I my first I look at my bank statement. It says 6.5 billion dollars. You have received $6.5 billion. And I'm like, holy shit, man! I got $6.5 billion. Man, I'm fucking loaded, man. And the moment I get that check, everyone in Elmer will be giving me. Some people in Elmer will even give me dirty looks because they now know Ivan's a billionaire, and all these guys are all making what, like 50, 60, 70, $80,000 a year. You know, Ivan's the son of God. Ivan can make his easy billions. He has the keys, obviously. VJ can make her easy billions too because VJ has the keys, so she's the spirit of God, obviously. And what? Yeah. This is crazy, obviously. That's why I guarantee when I go to the store, some people will even give me some dirty looks when they know I got that check because they know Ivan has billions in his account. Ivan has billions in his account now. Yeah, I have like $6.5 billion in my account as my first check. I'm fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? And now I know I'm about to see my wife. That's why some people give me these dirty ass looks because they now know what? They now know Ivan is king now. The moment I get that check, I am officially king. I am now officially king because I'm now rich, obviously. Whereas right now I'm a prince. Right now I'm a prince, and my wife is a princess. We're not king and queen yet, but once we get that money, we're now king and queen because we have financial control. We're rich, obviously, and now we're ruling over the world. We're famous celebrities. We're king and queen, obviously. Obviously, right? In other words, had you let me and my wife be together, the fame you would have got in the public eye would have been what? It would have been unheard of glory. So you would have seen Ivan and VJ in the public eye, paparazzi bombarding them, all that stuff. Whereas because me and my wife are kept behind the scenes, we didn't sell. We're what? We're celebrities, obviously, but it's behind the scene fame. A bunch of people take out their phones, and a random person with a phone takes out their phones and takes pictures. You see what I'm saying here? They take pictures, obviously. And they what? And they take. So me and my wife are celebrities who are behind the scene fame, obviously. And once I get that check, I'm gonna book my hotel for 10 days at the Chateau Cartier. I'll stay there for 10 days. I'm gonna tell VJ Sweetie, I don't want you seeing me in Elmer. Wait, please wait 40 days. I know you want to see me badly because you're fucking crazy. I want to see you too, you know what I'm saying? But please, sweetie, give me 40 days. And after the 40 days, I will come and see you, sweetheart. After the 40 days, I will come and see VJ. After what? After the 40 days, obviously. Right? Obviously. After the 40 days, I will come and see VJ, Victoria Justice. Obviously. And during those 10 days, I'll book a private jet from Ottawa to Los Angeles. I'm gonna be so nervous. And once I book my 10 days, my heart's gonna start beating because I'm gonna be very nervous to meet my wife. Obviously, as I haven't met my wife. I haven't met my wife in I haven't met my wife in what? I haven't seen my wife in 30 years, man. I told you, VJ, because she's very attractive. I've seen her videos. She's very attractive. When I meet her, I'm going to be very nervous. I won't be shy and square. I'll no longer be this square shot I have. I'm going to be nervous to meet her because I've never been in a relationship before, man. Because you guys are fucking crazy people, obviously. I banged a lot of women, obviously, but I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship. Even if shit goes down when I pay this fee, I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship. That's my point. Unless I date a celebrity for like a month, which I highly doubt I will. Because I love my wife, obviously. Whereas VJ, she just takes me for granted, obviously. Because she saw hell, too. That's another reason why she took me for granted. But anyways, going back to what I said. During those 10 days, I will book. I'll book my what? I'll book my hotel. I'll book my private flight from Ottawa to Los Angeles. Obviously. From Ottawa to Los Angeles. Obviously. And I'll go to Ottawa. And I will get my what? And I'll get I'll get a couple pair of shoes and a couple pair of clothing for myself. I don't know, three pair of pants, 3 pair of shirts, and like 2 pair of shoes. And that's good, obviously. I don't have to get a lot of clothes. I want to save my clothes shopping when I meet my wife. When I meet my wife, me and her are gonna go on a huge clothes shopping spree. Look at something crazy, man. Me and VJ are gonna go on a huge clothes shopping spree together, man, in Vancouver. I'm saying, look at something crazy, man. I want to do the clothes shopping once me and my wife register for our Scotiabank card and visa. Me and my wife can go to Vancouver. We can go to top high-end clothing stores. And we can get a huge set of clothes and shoes. You know what I'm saying? A huge set of clothes and shoes, obviously. We got a huge set of clothes and shoes, obviously. Huge set of clothing and shoes, obviously, for ourselves, obviously. And then once the 10 days are up, obviously, I will now, I don't know, I call a cab. I take a cab to the airport where the private jet's waiting for me. As I told you, I am not flying commercial. I can't stand flying commercial. I hate flying commercial as I want to fly privately. As I'm sure VJ can't stand flying commercial. As what? Flying privately is where it's at, obviously. As I can't stand flying commercial, obviously. See what I'm saying here? So I guarantee you a lot of the stuff that I'm saying to you, a lot of the stuff that I'm saying to you, a lot of it's gonna come to life, obviously. Once I get that check, I'm gonna say my final 10 goodbyes, my final 10-day goodbyes at that hotel in Elmer, at the Chateau Cartier. I'm gonna stay there for 10 days, enjoy myself in the hotel, take a nice swim, go in jacuzzi, all that stuff, watch TV, watch all that stuff, obviously. And then once the 10 days are up and I book my private flight, it'll cost a good, I don't know, 5, 7 grand, I don't know, 10 grand to fly privately to Los Angeles. Easy affordable if you're a billionaire, obviously. You got $6.5 billion on your bank. So I fly privately, and once I call the cab, so the cab drives to Elmer. The cab drives to Elmer. All I'm going to be thinking about, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to see my wife, man. I can't wait oh my God, it's going to be so weird seeing my wife, man. I can't wait to see my beautiful wife, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be very, very now. Vijay will be excited. Oh my god, Ivan's about to fly to Los Angeles. He's about to see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come to Los Angeles to see my baby, man. Which you separate from me for 30 years, obviously. Obviously, right? Obviously, right? She'll be like, Ivan, oh my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say I'm gonna be in my what? In my what? In the cab. And when I look outside, you're gonna see everyone. They're gonna have that shitty look. Oh my god, Ivan is about to become king. He's gonna live the life of his wife, man. Yeah, you guys don't talk about it. He's peacing out with his wife. Yeah, peace out. And what? And I'm gonna look at Elmer. I'm gonna say oh my god, I'm gonna miss Elmer. I'm gonna miss Elmer so much. I'm gonna miss Elmer Quebec. And when I go to Ottawa, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss Ottawa because Ottawa is the capital of Canada, just like Washington D.C. is the capital of what? Washington D.C. I guarantee you, a lot of you Americans think Toronto is the capital of Canada. No, Toronto is the capital of Ontario, but it's not the capital of Canada. Ottawa is the capital of Canada, and what? Toronto is the most powerful city in Canada. Obviously, Toronto is like the Los Angeles of Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver. Toronto and Montreal are like the two most richest cities in Canada. Montreal is like New York of Canada, and Toronto is like the Los Angeles of Canada, pretty much. See what I'm saying here? But Ottawa is the capital of Canada, just like Washington D.C. is the capital of America. So I live right next to the capital of Canada. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss Ottawa. Ottawa, the capital of Canada and stuff. Because once I'm king, I'm never coming back to Ottawa. As I've lived here for 20 years, me and my wife are not gonna visit Ottawa. As I've lived here for 20 years, I don't want to come back to Ottawa, obviously. Right. Right. And I'm gonna, and I said, and when I take that cab, everyone around me is gonna look. You're gonna have that shitty feeling. It's finally gonna hit your minds. Oh my god, I can't believe we chose bullshit sex over Ivy. Great, yeah, man. Like fuck, man. Like, oh man, like we caused mess in Ivy's life because of her envy. We saw the rip off bullshit sex. You saw VJ's bullshit sex when she's a porn star, a trashy porn star, and you saw Ivan's bullshit sex when what? When he paid this fee, obviously. And now Ivan the both gonna king queen. You guys know you're gonna be left behind. It's finally gonna hit your minds. Oh my god! Like I can't believe we made this choice. We should just let them be together and see their glory. Yes, and that glory that you would have seen is much better than what this our bullshit sex. But you guys are reprobate people, obviously. You let your devil envy take over, and I wrote my own story, and it's too late, obviously. You guys are gonna have that shit feeling. Oh my god, Ivan and VJ are gonna be king queen now. You guys know, oh my god, the moment Ivan meets his gorgeous wife, obviously in Los Angeles, the trends are gonna start. You're gonna start seeing the trends. Yes, you're gonna start seeing the trends of me and VJ together, right? And what? And that's when I and VJ are gonna be king queen, living the life in this world forever. Yeah, man, we're gonna be famous movie stars. We have an endless bucket list. Me and VJ have an endless bucket list together. We're gonna be living the amazing life, yeah. You guys are all gonna have that shitty feeling, man. You know, I'm gonna see everyone in Elmer. They're gonna give me that look. Oh my god, Ivan's about to see his wife. He's flying to Vancouver. He's flying to Los Angeles. Everyone in Ottawa at the airport is like, oh my god, Ivan's about to see his wife. Yeah, and I'm gonna book my private flight. And I ride to the airport. I give the what I don't know. I give the cab driver a nice like $80 tip. If you're a billionaire, I'm not, because I'm now a billionaire. I can now give people like big tips, obviously. Like when me and my wife go to restaurants, I can easily give the waiters a nice $150 tip easily. Because me and my wife are not billionaires. As VJ will most likely be giving the waiters nice tips too. Because VJ's a billionaire with me, obviously. Ivan, me and you have a lot of money. VJ won't mind giving the waiters $150 tips. Yeah. If I order pizza, I can give the delivery driver a nice $50 tip. Because now me and my wife are billionaires. At $50 is pocket change if you're a billionaire, obviously. I know. So I take the cab. I give the cab driver a nice, I don't know, $80 tip. Nice $8 tip, which is nice, obviously. We'll be like, thank you, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee even the cab driver will have that shitty look. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows I'm about to see my wife. Yeah, he knows I'm about to become king. Ivan's a billionaire now. He's about to see his wife. You know what I'm saying? You guys know, oh my god, Ivan duped us, man. You know what I'm saying? Ivan's about to become king. And his wife came with him. And we saw his bullshit. We got ripped off sex. We caused mess in life. And now Ivan's peacing out. Yeah. I'm peacing out. As you get what you fucking deserve. You cause mess in my life, as I'm also gonna rub in your face. You're not safe when I'm king and my wife's king with me, obviously. As I'm not gonna just do like that. Right? I'm gonna shut my camera for a sec.